And with me is Alvin Lou. Alvin, you won from the number 5 spot, but now you're in the number 1 spot. Do you feel that you can learn anything by watching the players out there in the first 3 matches?
Well, it's really hard to tell because my ball reacts differently than theirs will. And I know it's pretty bad odds to win from the number 1 spot, but you just got to go out there and be aggressive and see what happens.
How about the players playing the left lane outside and the right lane inside? What are you going to try to do?
Well, I'll probably play them both in and try to go as straight as I can. That's when I had the best carry, and that's when I scored the best, so I'm going to have to just stick with what I had.
Chris, the man who's going to try to be the first 2-time winner on the tour from the number 1 position, Alvin Lou.
All right, now we're trying to determine his opponent. Alvin Lou on the right, 25 years old, from El Cajon, California, going against Mark Roth. For Alvin Lou, he has a victory this year. He could become our first 2-time winner, which is very unusual on the Professional Bowlers Tour. And Mark Roth, if he could win, would be a first-time winner, and he would take the money win lead. Just did not come up the 1-2-4-7.
Chris, you can hear the crowd encouraging Alvin Lou with that Lou chant, but on the left-hand lane, you have to remember, we've seen it all week today, or all day today, the left-hand lane being much tighter. Lou has left what we call the fence, the 1-2-4-7.
Winner of the Rolaids Open, 1-2-4-7. Today watching is Alvin's mother, Mary. Mark Roth has won 30 games in his brilliant career. He's never won a tournament coming from 4th or 5th place, nor has he won more than $15,000 in an event. All but the 4. That's the way Mark Roth opened in our championship final.
Mark Roth throws the big hook, Chris, but you see how he lifts through the ball so it doesn't snap so hard at the back end. He gets good pin carry with leverage and not by angle. You need a little amount of hook and a lot of leverage. Surface tension is the key. The ball is grabbing as it hits the pins.
All right. All even after a frame. We have to send congratulations to our producer, Dick Buffington, and his lovely wife, Rita, because Rita gave birth this week, after nervous moments for Dick Buffington, 9-pound, 2-ounce baby boy, Brian Scott.
Chris, I got to throw my little brother Neil in. He just became a father yesterday. Congratulations to Neil and Pat Burton.
Oh, it's springtime. And it's a strike for Mark Roth on the left side. Left lane.
What a break. He trips out the 4-7-10. Alvin Lou with that magnetic personality.
You'll hear them go Lou, Lou, Lou. Started in St. Louis. He gets rolling. You heard a little Lou, Lou. Not a boo, but a cheer for this delightful professional.
Alvin Lou, the style, it's low profile. He keeps the ball in play very well. Locks that arm, drops the right shoulder a little bit, but gets through the ball very well at the foul line.
Watch his reaction. Go get him. Youngest of 9 children. And there he is down at the line, cheering on his second strike and a 10-pin lead against the great champion Mark Roth. All right, this is it for 21,000. The runner-up 11,000.
Roth
strike up.
Needs a strike to tie.
Well, the 7-9.
Chris, he just hit real high and almost left the 4-7-9, which would have been a lot easier to make than the 7-9. Remember, the last time Roth had an impossible situation on ABC was in Alameda. He knocked out the 7-10. Watch the speed on this ball.
And no bounce out for Mark Roth, and it's an open frame, and it's a 24-pin lead for his opponent, 25-year-old Alvin Lou.
Mark discouraged, but definitely not out of it. 22 pins, a long way to go. Remember, there's 10 frames in a match, not 3 or 4.
And the pressure gets a little higher as we move along. Right back after an open frame, Roth. Powerful strike in the fourth of our final game. We'll be back after this. The mother of 7 girls and 2 boys, Mary Lou, Alvin's mom. Youngest of that group, brought to the lanes for the first time by his brother Ron. Liked it. Has gone to college, hopes to complete it to become a structural engineer. Fourth frame, double up. We had the right arc on that shot.
Chris, he's attacking. He is a very mellow player usually in the match games, but he is attacking Mark Roth. This is a key shot. He really throws this ball so well just to really get a big lead. This is a 32-pin lead when this 8-pin finally goes down. $21,000 to the winner would run Alvin Lou to $39,000. The tour only 14 weeks old. Remember, we bowl all through the summer and into the winter. He could have a great year.
Chinese ancestry comes back and he'll watch one of the greats, Mark Roth. If you just joined us, Mark won 3 games, 196, 192 over Moser, 216, 192 over Baker, 234, 214 over Frame. Well, there's a double for Roth, cutting the lead to 32.
Almost every frame a must situation for Roth. When you get down 42 pins, as the scoreboard shows, through 4, he cut it down to 32. With that double in the 5th, he can cut it to 22. But remember, there's only 5 frames left.
Leaving a 7-pin here in Milwaukee. Everywhere the name Eric Hayden from Madison. Big welcome home last week for all those in the Olympic team from Wisconsin. Getting all that information from our pal Bob Wolf. There's a spare for Mark Roth. This is the final game, and Lou is up 4 strikes in a row. He opened with a spare. Now shooting in the 6th frame.
Chris, listen to the crowd, and I asked Alvin Lou before we went on the air what the crowd effect had on him, and here's what he had to say.
The crowd really helps a lot. You don't know the feeling of having a whole house behind you. And when they start chanting Lou, 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 it helps pump me up. It relaxes me a little bit in a way that I'm kind of responding to the crowd. And it's not only me out there, but it's them out there helping too.
And right now, them has a 43-pin lead, 7th frame.
In his 4th appearance on the Professional Bowlers Tour telecast this year. 3 wins today. Leaving a 10.
Chris, you can see it in players in all sports. That last strike that Alvin Lou threw in the 7th frame, it took the win out of Mark Roth. As in the fight that you did with Sugar Ray Leonard, you could see when the turning point was. That frame, I think Alvin Lou just what we call stuffed Mark Roth.
All right. It's a great hook coming into that 1-3 pocket. Lou, like Sugar Ray's hook. Got an analysis from Sugar Ray tomorrow on ABC, and his perhaps next opponent, Pepino Cuevas, the WBA welterweight champion.
That should be another tough one. Roth trailing by 54, still has a potential 226. Alvin Lou going at a 250 clip. Well, Mark a little disenchanted with that hit. There's a solid 7. We don't get to see this very often, but this is a tremendous shot. Watch the 2-pin, which we usually say trips the 4. It's a 3rd one on the left part of the screen. Go to the sideboard. Normally it takes out the 4 and 7, but the pin action was so strong it left the 7-pin.
Spare in the 8th frame for Mark Roth and a 55-pin lead held by Alvin Lou. He is 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighs 145 pounds. Now, on this championship pair, he averaged 2:11.5.
He's going to pick it up with this particular game.
Oh, isn't he? Tournament leader. Like that, he has a 7-bagger. He opened with a spare.
It's an exhibition now, Chris. How much can he get? The highest game we've had bowled this year, I believe, was a 269. Alvin Liu can shoot a 290.
Oh, boy. So, he's over in the left lane now. Powerful legs. Well, the 4-pin. Saluting the crowd. He appreciates. Happy with what happened down there.
And that's the way a tournament leader has to go after a title, Chris. We saw the tournament leader lose quite a few times this year. But Alvin Liu is going to be the 4th player to win from the #1 position, and he attacked when he was out there in the lanes. He has a tremendous game and his 2nd title of the year.